Okay, before I do my next video, I wanted to say a big shout out and a big thank you to Janice Pittman for again sponsoring my channel. I appreciate it so much, and it has really helped me to stay stocked with canvases, with some paints that I wanted that were colors that I didn't have, and some of which I haven't had a chance to use yet, but will be in upcoming videos. So I just wanted to say, I heart you, Janice. Thank you so much. And I hope that you are doing well and you're having good health and all kinds of blessings. Thank you again. Hi everybody, it's Wanda. I want to do another two-step painting, like the big one that I did where I put down the marble type all over the canvas and then put more colors on top. But this time I think I'm going to do flip cups for the smaller part. So I'm going to do the white this time. Instead of using burnt umber, I want to use black in it. And I have, I believe, thinned the paint down just a little bit compared to what I had it before. I usually do my marble with sort of a thicker paint. Thicker than I see a lot of people painting with, put it that way. And my black I have thinned down because I want to use it also in the flip cups. My colors are a hodgepodge that I have left over and had mixed up before and are in bottles and all kinds of stuff. But I have white, black, this is the DecoArt Espresso, this is a burnt Sienna, which is a red clay color. This is the purple that I make, and I think it's made from Cobalt and Magenta. Had a little bit of that left over, and a Prussian Blue. So it's just a weird, combination kind of. And I'm going to be thinning the white down more after I do the base coat so that I can do my flip cups thinner. And those paints are mixed thinner. So we're going to try this and see how it works. Just a tiny bit of black. And then layer some more white over the top of that. I need about 5 ounces to cover that whole canvas. Too much black. I'll add a lot of white on top of that since I got so much of it. And this time, I think I'm going to do it this way. When I'm going for marble, I just drizzle and I don't put much color at all because it will stretch out, fade out, and really give you a marble look. Holy cow, I'm going to have to mix some more paint for my white because I don't have much left now. So, we will see how this goes. You can tell by the way it's running that it's thicker. And if I don't have quite, the whole canvas covered, I'm not going to worry about that too much. Because it's just going to be a background. So, I just like some lines and movements in the back. Then I hope when I do my flip cups I don't get too much paint. This is going to be a test for a big canvas. So just kind of working out colors and placement of cups and kind of how much ratio my cups need to be compared to the background or whatever. It's just a test. But I do want the whole canvas covered. Come on, paint. So, I think I've got it. I think I got my sides pretty good. My corners. So, there's my base. For my flip cups, I'm going to use the smaller ones. Need to decide which colors I'm going with here. Now the espresso is probably a little thicker than the other paints. Sometimes you want your metallics to be. So I'll put that in the bottom of that cup. Since I like this raw sienna up against darker colors and kind of in that still brown family, I'm going to add that in there. Now I'm going to go in with some white. And that kind of went down in, so I'm going to... This is titanium white. I'm going to put some of this blue. I love the Prussian blue. And I want a lot of blue in there. But I want it sandwiched between white, so it does help to lighten it up. Where you put your colors is sometimes just as important as what colors you use. Like if you put a dark color up against another dark color, you need something in there to kind of divide it, or you need a metallic in there sometimes to divide it. Now I'm going to add some of this purplish color. I think it's a little thicker too, so my consistencies may be all over the place. And I'm going to add some white on top of that to dull it, you know, then lighten it up. Okay, I think I want a little more espresso. Now I have 3 cups with 3 different amounts. This one is almost full, this one's down about that far, and this one is down a little bit more, so it's about like that. So that should be interesting. See what happens. And where do I want to put them? So I think I want to go right in here, over here. I kind of like this right here. Might want to keep it and keep some of that. So I may just do them like in here, like this. Kind of like a triangle in there. Since this has mostly lighter colors, I'm going to go with the bigger cup. And same thing for there. Same thing for there. This may be hard to tilt. I probably have way too much paint, more paint than I actually would have needed for this little episode. Ooh, I got bubbles coming up everywhere, and especially in this one. So, I think I'm gonna go off that side. This has some weird patterns in it. This is weird looking. Look at that. Looks like some kind of creepy animal. Ooh, that espresso right in there looks really gorgeous. Hate to dump it off. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll go sideways some more. The only bad thing is now this doesn't have very much pattern right there. But these colors are pretty, actually. Oh, it has so many cells in it. Well, since I have snake on the mind again, because my son-in-law came over yesterday to mow and I had to tell him about the big snake, he took that very well, by the way, because it wasn't poisonous, so he wasn't too concerned about that. I'm going to get rid of that. I have plenty of paint, that's for sure. Too much paint. And now I notice I have a big corner right there, has no paint on it whatsoever. Thought I had all that covered, but it looked completely bare, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Oh my goodness, I like this. Different than anything I've ever done, I think. Had too much paint in my little flip cup, so I know that I should not have gone that heavy duty on that paint. But some of these colors are really cool. And that raw sienna, no, raw umber, burnt sienna, that's what it was. Burnt sienna is the red clay, burnt sienna. So that's what this color is right in here. It really came through. And that metallic espresso looks gorgeous. And this has to be some of that Prussian blue, which has got a green tint to it, kind of an undertone. Almost like a turquoise. It's gorgeous. That was a Grumbacher paint in the tube, and I had to thin it down and then mix my Floetrol into it. So I will take the camera down and give you all a close-up, and y'all tell me what you think. Because this is more, it's more coverage of this than what I wanted. I really wanted more of this around some of the edges, but I think it looks fine, and I'm going to leave it. And just see what happens. See how it dries. I hope it doesn't crack or anything. I rarely have paint crack. Mixing it 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol, and that's the way all of these paints were mixed, I'm sure. So I will take the camera down and give you a close-up. So the burnt sienna is this red color. And then up here is the espresso metallic. And I don't know if you can see the shine or not, but I can tell that that is what that is because it is kind of shiny. But I love this section right here. It has several sections in it that I really like. And that homemade purple that I do came through really strong, more than I thought it would. It didn't seem like I put that much in there. But I like this. I really like it. And I think that's the espresso that made the cells and the rock look right in there. And then there's that beautiful Prussian blue. Didn't come through as much as I wanted it to, but it's gorgeous. And some of it's showing, I think, right up in there on the edge. And then, of course, we have it down in there and right over in here. So I call this one a success. I think it's kind of interesting, so let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.